What's up everyone, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing a beer from Weihenstephaner, and they are out of Bavaria, Germany, and this is their Hefeweissbier Dunkel. So this is a German Dunkelweizen that comes in at 5.3% alcohol by volume, 14 IBUs, and at the time of review, this bottle is approximately 14 months old. So first things first, I want to apologize for the pronunciation of the German words in general. I am terrible when it comes to pronunciations in general, so I probably butchered all that, and I'm fine with that because this is Beer Patrol. I have no idea what I'm doing. Secondly, when I picked this one up, this was one of the beers I picked up for the Shelfie beer reviews for the month of March 2022. I did not realize how old this bottle is. There's a kind of a date on the back, a code, and I did not realize that this was actually bottled in January of 2021, making this right now as I review it around 14 months old. Now here's the thing, when you're doing Shelfie beer reviews, that comes with the territory. A lot of times when you're just picking beers off the shelf from a grocery store or your local bottle shop or whatever, sometimes you can't get the freshest stuff. Just so happens to be the case here. Now, I've had this beer quite fresh. I've had this beer about 6 months old, but I've never had it this old. So I'm hoping this has held up. And I think with beers like this and the folks brewing beers like this, they know what they're doing. I'm sure this is going to be delicious. And I've had this beer numerous times before, and it's always been damn tasty. So we're going to just roll with it. If it's bad, then, we'll chalk it up to me being an idiot, but that's usually what you do here on the Beer Patrol. Anyway, let's crack this one open, get it into the glass, and go from there. So Weihenstephan is one of those breweries that I need to review more from. Probably my favorite German brewery, and they just do great shit, period. Anyway, let's give it a pour here. Leave some of the goodies at the end. Do something like that. Ooh, a little bit aggressive, perfect pour. Maybe not perfect, but man, it smells so fucking good. It smells so good. So yeah, that looks beautiful. Has this really dark, like copper color to it. A little bit of cloudiness there. For the most part, has a nice clarity, but a little bit of cloudiness there. It's an unfiltered German wheat beer. Has about a finger and a half to almost 2 fingers of this off-white, really creamy looking head. Some really good carbonation coming up, but that looks beautiful. Now, when it comes to Dunkelweizens or Dunkelweizens, I really just like it. More often than not, I get like banana bread. It's just, a lot of banana from the yeast esters, and like the phenols usually give me clove, but like I get a nice brown bread, and when I just poured it, that's what I smelled. It was like basically banana bread. And let's see. Oh yeah. Oh boy. So yeah, there's like a brown bread type of malt character. A little bit of like a caramel too. But then there's a big punch of banana. There's clove. There's a little bit of like a coriander spice, maybe like a peppery spice. Man. The thing about a beer like this is I've always noticed, like, it's not overly complex, and they're not meant to be. They're meant to be fucking delicious, and more often than not they are. This beer, there's like 4 or 5 characters. There's brown bread, a little bit of like a wheat component. There's banana. There's clove. A little bit of extra spiciness going on. I just get lost in the aroma. There's, is it Youngs and Wells does the banana bread beer? I feel like this smells more like banana bread than that beer does. This has like an authentic banana bread kind of nose to it. It just smells fucking awesome. There doesn't seem to be, with age, like anything going on, any astringent notes in the nose. Man, a little bit of caramel now. Yeah, I don't know. It smells awesome. Let's get into it. Cheers, everybody. Even at 14 months old, this beer is fucking delicious. It's delicious. We're going to do ASMR beer reviews. Delicious. Body on this one, 5.3%. This is like medium, a little bit over medium. There are so many American breweries that would love to have a body like this at 5.3%. Like, this is probably for like a 5.3% Dunkelweizen, like one of those beers that's, kind of just for me anyway, like full-bodied, like for a 5.3% beer. In reality, for me, like comparing it to the whole spectrum of beer, like this is like medium touch over, but still, fuck, the body's fantastic. Mouthfeel will let you know it's a beer. There's carbonation, but it's so like smooth and creamy on the palate. I just want to fucking chug this. This is delicious. This is better than I remember it. Maybe the age has actually helped this, you know. It's a lot of styles you can age. Typically a beer like this, I mean, I don't know if I've ever actually aged any beers within this style, but this is making me happy. Anyway, let's go through the flavor profile. Right there front, you're hit with, you get like this weedy kind of mixture with like a brown bread kind of feeling. And then the banana hits right after that. So again, banana bread to a T. A little bit of like a caramel and like a slight like toffee kind of note. Passes through, middle of the palate. There's clove. This is almost like a peppery, like a white pepper type of spiciness too. But the clove hits, kind of breaks up all the sweet malty goodness. Carries through the back of the palate. This is a pretty sweet beer at the forefront, but in the back of the palate, this finishes semi to full-on dry. Shout out to Sun Pump doing his job. A very mild bitterness, like a very mild, like almost like earthy floral bitterness, but very minute. This is more about the almost full-on dry finish, because beers like this are meant to session, and a beer like this, I could easily drink a couple bottles of that. No questions asked. Like this is tasty. I love that the mouthfeel is so crisp when you first take a sip of it, but then it smooths out and super creamy on the back of the palate. Yeah. I'm going to pour in the rest of the goodies here at the bottom here, give it a little shake and pour. See if it changes anything up. But, yeah. You know, every time I go back to this brewery or any, like, authentic German brewery, I'm always reminded about the simplistic styles, the drinking styles, and like beers like this, just fucking, yeah, I could drink a lot of these, no doubt. Ooh, so pouring in all the goodies at the bottom kind of bumped up that clove and that like white pepper. Not a lot, but a little bit more zing to those two characters. 5.3%. I can't fucking tell. This is delicious. Delicious beer. Yeah, I not much. I'm saying dead air. I apologize, but this is. Listen to me. If you've gotten into craft beer in the past 5 years, say, and you got in drinking, you know, all the hype styles, the hazies, the fruited sours, the pastry stouts, everything, and you haven't had the chance to go back. I shouldn't say go back, because that would be, you know, someone who's returning it. If you haven't had a chance to try some of authentic German and Belgian style beers, some true English ales, you owe it to yourself to just go to your local bottle shop, go to the German section, the Belgian section, just pick some out. This is top tier, great stuff for me. Now, I will say, for a Dunkelweizen or a Dunkelweizen, this is a 5 out of 5 all day, right? Stylistically. For me, I'm not going to give it a 5. And the reason I'm not going to give it a 5 is because even though it's delicious, it's just not for me and for my palate. Like, oh my God, it's a 5 out of 5, but it's fucking damn close. So I'm going to give Weihenstephaner's Hefeweissbier Dunkel low 4.75, 4.7 out of 5. This is fucking yes. Yes, that's what this is. Yes. As you can tell, I really like this beer. And I'm going to be drinking more Weihenstephaner in the year of 2022. I got to go back and drink a lot that I haven't had in many years, some that I haven't reviewed. It's just, I owe it to them, but also to myself. And if there's just one person that checks out this review and goes, man, I haven't had that in a while, I'm going to go grab a bottle or two, then I did my job. Even though this isn't a job, I did my job. Anyway, one more sip and then we'll talk about price and availability. So fucking good. And again, 14 months old. There's nothing wrong. There's no astringency here. There's no kind of off flavors. It just drinks like a champ. I think I paid just over $3 for that bottle. That's a 16.9 fluid ounce, so 500 milliliter bottle. I think it was like $3.19, $3.29 all fucking day long. Like the fact that I could go buy a 4-pack of this. I don't know if these. I think they come in the smaller, like 11.2 fluid ounce bottles. I think they come in 4 packs. Maybe they don't. I think they do. Maybe they don't. I think they do. But if they don't, I could make my own 4-pack of this for probably around 12 bucks, maybe 13, and I'd be a fucking happy camper all day long. So value's through the roof. Availability. If you see Weihenstephaner here in the US, then you should see this. I think this is one of their like regular core offerings. And if it's not, then it should be. But yeah, it's just not much more to say about it. So if you've had this one before, and I'm sure a lot of you who are going to click on this review and watch, please post in the comment section, what do you think about this? And what's your favorite beer from them? What's your favorite like regular offering from them? I'd love to know. For me, I really don't know, but this is definitely up there. So anyway, appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. That does it for the month of March in terms of shelfies. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to do shelfies in April, but if I don't, then we'll bring it back in May, but I'm pretty sure we will. So anyway, thanks to everybody for supporting the channel. Thanks for everybody stopping by another beer review, and until the next one, cheers.